After you turn your camera off, I don't think a lot of content creators try to think, what did I actually give to the people, even if it's funny, even if it's music, even if it's just a contractor just say, hey, this is how you patch a wall. I've seen a few of the Hispanic guys do it. That I love when they do it. But it's a few Hispanic guys on TikTok. They say, this is how you patch a wall. This is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes, right? I know it takes longer to patch, and it takes longer than 10 minutes to patch a wall, but they're creating content and they're providing value. I'm gonna show you how they're providing value. It might be a Hispanic guy that say, "This is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes." I ain't got no Hispanic voice. I'm just telling you in my voice. So this is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes, and then they do this. They'll cut the sheetrock, they'll patch it up, they put the mud up. Ta-da! But guess what? Guess what? What I look at is this Hispanic guy just taught some husband, or he taught some single woman how to patch a hole in their house, so that woman don't have to go call a contractor to come fix the job, fix the hole. Cause guess what? They might not have the money, but you can afford a $5, $10 piece of sheetrock and chop that joint up. Get the mud, chop that joint up, and spend $30 to fix the job yourself. So guess what? That content creator. That content creator deserves to follow. Man, welcome to the Man Lucrative Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only Magneto 7 in the building. What up? What up? Listen, everybody, we officially did it. Guess what? We ain't going nowhere, we ain't going nowhere, we can't be stopped now. We Man Lucrative for life now. But listen, everybody on YouTube, I want to say I appreciate y'all. We are officially at 10,000! Now listen, if y'all are watching this on the playback, y'all missed the whole pre-show. We done toasted, huh? We done laughed, I don't say cry. We ain't cry about nothing. But, yo, I just want to say this. I want to say this first off. And what episode is this? What episode is this? Help me out. This is why you got a job. This episode 160. Episode 160. So listen. See, my voice about gone. But this is not gonna be a long pod. So if you are watching this on the playback on YouTube, y'all should have came to the pre-show. I've been telling y'all forever. But guess what? Now we have a whole situation going on. So everybody that does not have the ability to watch me on the on Super Chat, everybody that does not have the ability to watch me on Super Chat, I got another option for you. It's called Patreon. So if y'all do want to tune into the pre-show and the music and all that stuff, it will be on Patreon. But as of now, I have to have a private group that's listening on the Super Chats, because guess what? I will get demonetized. Every time I try to spin this music live, they're like, yo, nah, dog. No, dog. Yo, what you doing? So the page is monetizing over here. So again, if y'all want to see the pre-show, it will be on Patreon for $4.99. Also, I must add, not only that, I got to make the deal sweet. I got to always make the deal sweet. Also, all of the people that's interested in seeing what I do in music reviews and why so many people like it, music reviews will also be on Patreon. And not just that. If you are in my lucrative community, I ain't even tell them that yet. I ain't even told them that just yet. But if you are in my lucrative community, and you want to be a part of the Patreon, guess what? It's free. It's free. So yeah, Patreon will be started. By the time y'all see this, it will already be up. By the time you see this, it will already be up. So go ahead over there. I'm going to have the Mad Lucrative page, the Mad Lucrative Network page down here in the description on YouTube. But listen, we got to get to it, man. We got to get to it. Let's see. Angela, what up? Big Tim, what up? Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Big Mike, what up? All right, let me go over to TikTok. We got COJ Cross, what up? Goliath, what up? Jermaine Anderson. What up, what up? Who else we got? Trying to scroll up. Cheryl, I think I saw Cheryl. What up? Jarek, what up? And that's all I'm gonna shout out right now. That's all I'm gonna shout out right now, because that's all I see. That's all I see. That's all I see right now. My bad. Jermaine Anthony, what up? And I think Jermaine just joined the Lucrative community, so shouts out to him. Shouts out to Cheryl. She just joined the Lucrative community. Mozart 4, what up? What up, big dog? Haley, what up? What up? So, listen. We got a few things to cover. Y'all hear his voice. Listen, we might not have no clips out of this one. I'm going to just let you know up front. We might not have no clips. But I shoot so much content on a consistent basis. On a consistent basis. Well, it don't even matter. We could probably have clips after clips after clips. I'm a full clip, huh? Fully loaded thing. Hammer. Infinite content. But anyway, this is a new week. We got to get to a few things that we did not cover on the last pod. I heard that a lot of people y'all enjoy the pods. I appreciate y'all for enjoying the pods. Let me let y'all inside of a content creator's brain. Let me let y'all into my brain, right? So I got the balloons up. To show my appreciation to y'all. To show matter of fact, did you know how much these balloons cost? I was like, for a balloon? Like, for real? Yo, these content creators be spending bags on frivolous stuff. Cause I think of a balloon. It's air. It's air inside of some plastic. It's air inside of some aluminum foil. It's just air. It's like, it'd be like $14 a balloon. I was like, for a balloon? I don't get it. I don't get it. I will never get it. But anyway, Anyway. So inside of a content creator's brain, all right, let me let y'all know where I am right now. What happens is you go through all of these emotions and you don't know if the things that you're posting is actually working. You only know that it's working when people have an interaction with you. They have an engagement. That's why I know we have like cute code words. Can you turn me up for a little bit? I know we got cute code words like engagement, and you got to build an audience and the retention and all of these words, right? Right. But if you look at it from a very basic humane side of things, if you don't have engagement on your content, you don't really have content that's working. And if you don't have content that's working, you're not surviving in this content space, right? Over here in my space, I would call this the Mad Lucrative universe, kind of like the Marvel universe, right? That's what I call this over here. But it's a such thing as creating content for you. It's a such thing as creating content for you or creating content for your audience, right? No more MySpace. Hey, MySpace is dead. MySpace. Hold up, man. We got Amanda. What up, Amanda? What up? I think I'm done with my screaming for today. Y'all hear my voice. I know for a fact we're not going to make it through an hour. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So when you're a content creator, I believe in paying attention to the market, for one. I believe in paying attention to the market, but also while paying attention to the market, don't let the market influence what it is that you do. Because if you let the market influence what you do, now you just become a regular person that's just following the trends. It's a little trendy thing. Like, I'm going to do this over here. Oh! Right? I'm going to everybody else put a cup on their head, so I'm going to put a cup on my head too. Y'all see this? I got 100,000 likes. Okay, cup on my head. 200,000 likes. See, for me, when you do that, you automatically eliminate the possibility of you doing something for, what's the word I'm looking for? Influence. You eliminate the possibilities of you doing certain things like that for influence, because guess what? People are clicking on your page for the view. They like, it's something entertaining. But I like when content creators create certain content where it's entertaining, but it's also informal. It's entertaining, but it's also informal. That's why, and I always use me as an example. That's why when I do the music reviews, right? For one, the music review in itself is a whole play for engagement. Guess why? I know that I have these plaques and stuff on my wall, I know that I have years in the business that people can Google and they can fact check me. That's one thing I think a lot of content creators miss. They misinterpret pulling receipts. I think content creators misinterpret pulling receipts. For me, if I'm going to pull a person's receipts, the receipts for that person is how long have they been doing what they've been doing. And if the thing that they've been doing for so long has materialized, why did it materialize? What's the fan base looking at? When the fan base goes look at their stuff, and then you go look at it, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. For me, all of the people that can do that with their content, that's, yo, hands off, hats off to you. Because guess what? This is what I've learned. This is something else that I've learned. My YouTube channel, let's look at it right quick. Everybody on Super Chat, stick with me. I just got to, y'all know I got to pull some facts. I don't like to just say certain things. Like I got to make sure I'm giving y'all the real game. The real. Hold up, wait, did I just jump 185 people in a... This is crazy. The YouTube just jumped 185 people in like a day and a half, 2 days. But anyway. What I'm learning is this. This is what I've learned. Amanda says dedicated. Yes, that is part of it. That is a part of it. But the dedication to become something better. I think that is the gem in being a content creator or being a real person of influence. Being dedicated to become something better. I think what happens is this, and this is why I tell everybody that's looking at other people to coach them, and they're like, "Yo, bro, I like your coaching and everything that you're offering. I want to shop around." For me, I don't have an issue with them shopping around because I know that my voice is not for everybody. I know that my content is not for everybody. The type of energy that I have, I'm like, I'm that all the time, right? Being that my energy is like that, I know it's not for everybody. I might not be in a position to coach a doctor or a lawyer because they want a coach that's going to be like that. I'm not that. I'm not the guy that's going to be that while I'm coaching. Even with my community, I think I got a few of my Lucrative community members in the chat right now on TikTok. My community will tell you off the rip. Although when we jump on our Zoom call, our weekly Zoom call, I'll jump on it. I'm going to have some energy. It might not be the content energy like me shooting a podcast, but I'm still going to have a certain level of energy when I approach every meeting because this is me. This is me. Morning is bumping. Exactly. Every morning I am going like this. I am like this all the time. I got to go get it. I got to go get it. I got to go get it. Why do you think I'm like that? Myself. Why do you think I'm like that? Every morning I say, I got to go get it. I got to go get it. I'm like this because guess what? Me having this type of mindset is what got me to the place where I am right now. This type of mindset got me out of college, right? This type of mindset pushed me through when nothing was happening, and I was couch hopping. I would say couch hopping or studio hopping when I was in New York, trying to get those plaques. When I was out here trying to get the placement, trying to get the A&R to see me, trying to get the manager to view me as an asset. When I was trying to do all this thing, I was here. I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. Now for me, it's almost 25 years in. It's almost 25 years in. And this is the thing. I realized that it takes a lot of mindset. It takes a lot of soul searching to get through the pollution. The pollution might be music business. When I first started the contracting business and I started doing the house flips and the remodels and the handyman business, guess what? It was the same pushback. It wasn't people that was willfully wanting me to come in their house. I had to go out here, get better, and prove my value to the people that I was trying to serve. Again, I'll say it again. I had to go out here, get better at what I'm doing, and prove my value to the people that I was trying to serve. I think a lot of the times when people are trying to get into the content space, they think that you're making content for you. You making content because you want the people to come follow you. Yo, follow me, follow me, follow me. Share this, share this, share this. But then you're not thinking after you turn your camera off. Let's see this. But after you turn your camera off, I don't think a lot of content creators try to think, what did I actually give to the people, even if it's funny, even if it's music, even if it's just a contractor just say, hey, this is how you patch a wall. I've seen a few of the Hispanic guys do it. I love when they do it. But it's a few Hispanic guys on TikTok. They say, this is how you patch a wall. This is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes, right? I know it takes longer to patch, and it takes longer than 10 minutes to patch a wall, but they're creating content and they're providing value. I'm gonna show you how they're providing value. It might be a Hispanic guy that say, "This is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes." I ain't got no Hispanic voice. I'm just telling you in my voice. So this is how you patch a wall in 10 minutes, and then they do this. They'll cut the sheetrock, they'll patch it up, they put the mud up. Ta-da! But guess what? What I look at is this Hispanic guy just taught some husband, or he taught some single woman how to patch a hole in their house, so that woman don't have to go call a contractor to come fix the job, fix the hole. Because guess what? They might not have the money, but you can afford a $5, $10 piece of sheetrock and chop that joint up. Get the mud, chop that joint up, and spend $30 to fix the job yourself. So guess what? That content creator. That content creator deserves to follow. He just provided value to somebody that would not, and otherwise they would not know how to fix the hole in the wall. I want every content creator moving forward, going into 2024, 2025, 2026. This is how you should be creating content from here on out. Find the value that you're trying to provide for somebody, serve them in the form of content, and then offer them the service. Find the value that you're trying to prove or provide. Create the content around that value and then provide the service. That's all you got to do. That is how, for me, if you ask me, that's how I got to this 10,000 subscriptions on YouTube. That's how I got to the 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's how I'm about to hit the 10,000 on TikTok. That's how it works. You provide value for somebody, and they so happen to slip up on your page. I love when people on TikTok while I'm doing the music reviews, because this is what I do. This is how I do it, right? This is how I do. When I do the music reviews on TikTok, I have to always put emphasis on what I do is different than the other guy. I'm going to say it again. Every time I do a music review, I say what I do is different than the other guy. I know that my music reviews are severely underpriced. I only charge people $10. Only $10. Super chat, all my super chat folk that might have an M, do not judge me. But I know my music reviews it's only $10. But guess what? I'm going to consistently say what I do is different than the other guy. And then what I do during that 3 hours of time, what I do is prove to the people how what I do is different than the other guy. How do I do that? You may ask. I'm glad you asked. I provide value. It's easy. It is easy. I say, okay, look, what y'all got, you got. And I make it a big thing too. I love being extra and I'm over the top. What you got? Oh, you got 10,000 followers. Or it might be low. You got five followers. I do all that, right? Make it big. Or if it's a hood dude, I say, you got poverty music, that's poverty. I do all this, right? All the screaming. That's the entertainment side. That is the content side. All of the screaming, and that's poverty music and all that. But see, even in this, I've seen the value in what poverty music actually is. What people don't understand is I got a whole book of poverty. This is what poverty is. This is poverty food. This is poverty content. I got a whole thing. Guess why? I saw the hole in how people think. And I think what happens is a lot of content creators, it just go over your head. It goes over your head. You just create the content, then post it. You don't keep digging. And see what I look at this. I look at it like this. And I'm going to say this. I got the whole definition, everything coming out. whole thing coming out, right? What people don't understand is the more you learn about your followers, and I said this on, I think, 2 pods ago, the more you learn about your followers, the easier it is for you to provide content for those followers. The easier it is even for your followers to reshare the thing that you talked about. Guess why? You are literally creating content for their lives. You wonder why it's so many people that have certain songs that's hits forever. Just think about this. Just think about this. And I told you, I'm trying to cut it short. But it might be certain things or certain people that create songs that's the life song for the person. I'm going to give you a perfect example. And these people get M's forever. Even after the person dies, their family is going to eat off of the content that they created. Y'all heard of a woman named Mariah Carey? All right, it's a lady named Mariah Carey. I think everybody heard of her. Everybody on TikTok. Tim said, you're exactly right. Thank you, Tim. Hold on, wait. Johnny Cash. Tim, I'm so glad. I just love the fact that you're okay with just... So this is the funny thing. Me and Tim are cool now, right? I've never met Tim a day in my life, but he follows me on YouTube on Super Chats. Tim has a farm up in North Georgia. I've talked about him plenty of times on every pod, so I'm sure all the YouTube people like, yo, Tim got the farm, and they could probably tell me, they could probably recite to me everything about Tim. But guess what? A lot of the things that me and Tim have in common, most of y'all probably just overlook. Entrepreneurship, being a human, being a person that's about that business, being a person that's trying to provide for the community, being a person that's trying to provide for their family. All of these are basic things that we all live, but the average content creator overlooks it. They just overlook it. And they say, I'm just make a video. They do a video like tap, dance, right? They do the video, post the content to get 100,000 views. They think they're successful. They do the video, create the content, post the content, get 100,000 views, and they think they're successful based off of that thing. For me, you're not successful off of that. You're successful when a person comes back and says, yo, the advice that you gave me or the video that you sent me, it got me through my day. And it's for the comedians. The video that you sent me, or that content you put, oh, that was so funny. Yo, you got me. I was going through a hard day. I was going through a real tough time, and I saw your video. It got me through the day. People don't think about that side. That's the real content. When it hits somebody in real life, that's the real content. So for me, again, going back to the music reviews, I know that every time I turn my camera on and I give. This is the part that I think everybody overlooks. The more you give, I think the Bible says it too. Amanda says that's why you're educated. Amanda, thank you. And Amanda, I need my music program in your school. I need you to put the word out. I need my music program in your school. Anyway, I think everybody overlooks the part in the Bible where it says, if you give, you shall receive. Very basic. That is the most elementary way of saying just do right by people. But it also has a scripture say, love thy neighbor, love your neighbor as you will love yourself, right? Very basic. These are basic words. It's for the average person, they think it's lip service. The average person, I think they think when they read that part, it's just lip service. For me, no. If you literally think about it like this, and I'm not trying to get in no preachy mode because we just toasted. We just got the 10,000 subs again. Hey, I honestly, I can't believe this. I really can't believe it. But anyway. But I think if we just think about this thing, don't overlook it. Don't overlook it. If you give, you shall receive. I'm going to say it again. If you give, you shall receive. Love your neighbor as you will love yourself. If you give, you shall receive. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you did these things, unpack this. If you give and you shall receive, think about it like this. I'll use me as an example. Let's just say I'm on live one random day. I'm doing this like I'm shooting a podcast live. I'm doing the music review. Sometimes I'll turn the camera on while I'm doing the Lucrative community meetups. By the way, y'all can join the Lucrative community if you want to. Link will be in the bio. But I turn the camera on and I pour into people. I pour, I pour, I pour, I pour, I pour. Guess what? Guess what? I'm not going to get into the space where I'm empty. I'm never going to get in the space that I'm empty. Guess how I will never be in the space where I'm empty? Because I'm always pouring, but I'm always allowing other people to pour into me. I accept the comments. I get the people that come back to me on Instagram the next day and say, bruh, everything you said last night hit home. Sir, you're always doing this thing. Oh, sir, what can I do? How can I help you? I only got this, but how can I do it? I see that you're doing this. So I have so many people, not only in my lucrative community, which I created a community for me to help them and they be helping me. Why do you think that is? People understand, I think the subconscious part of us always speaks first. I'm going to say it again. I think the subconscious part of us always speaks first. The person that is in a position of they're feeling like they're in a drought and they feel like nothing is working out for them and they feel like no opportunities are coming for them. Those people, they're lacking perspective. It's very simple. Those people that feel like they're always in a drought, nobody want to rock with them. They don't want to have no community want to rock with them. They lack perspective. And I'm gonna show you how they lack perspective. They forgot the very basic part of being a human. The very basic part of being a human is interaction, loving on each other, showing each other appreciation. That might be something as simple as a dude open the door for you, say you appreciate it. You never know how much that one, yo, bro, appreciate that, bro. You never know how far that goes in a person's life when nobody might be showing him appreciation. That might be the only the only light that they have for the day. Might be the only light that they have for the day. COJ Cross says, living in the junkyard, we don't have that much. See, and that's what I'm saying. This is the thing. I know that COJ Cross is in the junkyard. Everybody on YouTube, it's a guy on TikTok named COJ Cross, right? I absolutely love COJ Cross's resilience. I love his willpower to keep going. I love the fact that he keeps creating content. Even if he submits a song to the music review and I be like, I don't know about the song, right? Even if he submits a song and I do all of that on the music review, he knows that it's all in love. I'm never trying to cut somebody down and I'm never trying to tell somebody what they will not be, what they ain't. I'm never telling nobody that. I'm trying to figure out, okay, if you're doing this and that's not working, why is it not working? Let's figure out why it ain't working, right? If we can figure out why it ain't working, that'll be the solution, right? Right. All right, so if that's the issue, let's talk. Why it ain't working. And then I give them the prognosis like a doctor. Try this. But guess what? Out of all of that being said, did that hurt me from giving to him? No. Did I have to put it behind the paywall? No. Especially, and this is the other thing, and this is why I want a lot of other people to understand, because I think some people, although I'm getting booked for the $150 coaching call, which I am doing for the whole month of March, $150 coaching call for the hour instead of $1,800. Instead of $1,800, I'm doing the $150 coaching call whole month of March. But what I've noticed is this: a lot of people may ask questions on why I'm charging $150 or why I'm doing this or why, right? The reason is, if I'm going to sit down with you for an hour, this is outside of the normal schedule. This is me pushing past. This ain't just the 3 hours that I'm spending with y'all on music reviews. Think about this. I'm spending 3 hours on Monday and Wednesdays. I'm spending 3 hours with y'all on music reviews. During that whole hour, I'm pouring into y'all. The whole 3 hours, I'm pouring into y'all. So that's 6 hours a week where you got the option to show up live, share the live, come participate in the live, and show me a little bit of appreciation like that. That's how you help me, by sharing the live and commenting and getting engagement up. Because guess what? Without me having real engagement, I can't get sponsors. If I can't get sponsors, I can't give y'all free stuff. When I start having these mad lucrative events and I'm having the performances and I'm having people on stages, I'm going to have a band for y'all and I'm going to have food and I can't offer certain things to y'all for free, because guess why? I might have a sponsor say, well, your platform ain't big enough. Oh, I ain't. I mean, your engagement's down. All of this stuff counts. So if y'all see an influencer, y'all seeing somebody pouring into other people, share their page. Tell the next person about them, because that's the only way. That is the only way that you actually win. Everybody got a benefit. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Everybody on Super Chat. So what I was about to show y'all was this. I'm going to show y'all this. And I can't show them on TikTok because they are on TikTok. But let's look. I think the first time I ever posted, and that's why I said I can't believe this part. This is the crazy part. And I want to also expose this truth. When you are going through the process of becoming the next version of yourself, don't ever think it's going to be easy. Don't ever think that everybody is going to support you. I'm going to say it again. When you're on the road to becoming the next version of yourself, don't think that it's going to be easy, and don't think that everybody is going to support you. You might have some people that's down for the ride and they want to see you. It's some people like me that get off on seeing people go through the process and become the next version of themselves, and then they get larger than life. It's some people that appreciate that. I'm one of those people that appreciate that, right? But it's some people that's only going to show up when you get there. And that's okay too. It's some people that's going to show up when you get there. And that's okay too. All right. So I'm going to show y'all this. All right. Everybody on Super Chat, y'all can see what's going on. All right. Super Chat, y'all can see what's going on. All right. So the very first video. Wow. Shouts out to me, man. And honestly, I should be further, but I'm exposing this about myself. I'm showing y'all this. And this is the art of not giving up. All right. The art of not giving up. This might be this episode's title. The art of not giving up. I like that. All right. So the first video that was ever posted on this channel, on this YouTube channel, right? The first video that was ever posted was March 17th, 2009. March 17th, 2009. Y'all do the math. How many years is that? I'm going to let the Super Chat respond. Y'all got to respond to me. Come on now. 2009. All right. Then 2009 to 2019. That's 10 years. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we're approaching 15 years. Now, this is the thing. Because I uploaded my first video in 2009, guess what? That joint wasn't popping. That joint was not popping. The idea of monetization. What is that? What is that? Monetize. What does that mean? You just going to upload this video on YouTube and then you're going to go home. Right? So this is the thing. I probably took a good, 2009. Watch this. And this is why I could get on everybody that gets on TikTok. This is why I could get on everybody that might hit my Super Chat that's interested in doing content. This is why I could get on y'all. In 2009, I uploaded, this is a joke too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The whole year. 2009, I uploaded 11 videos. That is a joke. Do y'all think I was serious about what I was doing? The answer is no. So then, let's see. The next time I uploaded a video was 2010. 2010, I uploaded one, two, three, four. I uploaded 4 videos. I uploaded 4 videos in 2010. This is a joke. This is funny to me. All right. Then, and I'm only giving y'all these numbers because I want y'all to understand because it's not working in the beginning, don't mean that it won't work. A lot of times you just got to figure it out. You got to put the pedal to the metal and start figuring it out. All right. 2012, I uploaded 1 video. 1 video was uploaded in 2012. 2013, I did an EP. Oh, look at me. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 videos in 2013. Wow, that's a big boy. Then this is when it changed. 2014, my first version of a podcast. 2014, my first version of a podcast. I called it Feels Like 9-5, right? The first interview that I had was my wife. This is a joke. First interview I had was my wife. She was a good sport. We did 2 episodes. Each episode was a whopping, hold on. The first episode was a whopping 6 minutes. Then the second episode was a whopping 9 minutes. Ooh. This is funny. But I go through all of these numbers, and that's 2014. I shot, let me see what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shot 5 episodes in 2014. Then I stopped. Then I picked up again 2015. I uploaded 4 songs. Then I stopped. 2019, we started cooking. 2019, I had an idea to do, this is how you produce beats. So I said, I'm gonna create content around producing beats. This is how I create content around producing beats. Guess what? I uploaded 3 videos. 3 videos. 2021, I did. 2021 is when I started the podcast. And that started, let me see. And I am going somewhere with this, so bear with me. I am going somewhere with this, so bear with me. All right, so the first podcast was uploaded June 10th, 2021. Shouts out to me, man. June 10th, 2021. That's the podcast anniversary. Guess what? The way I started this pod, I didn't change it. I ain't changed nothing. Nothing. How I do right now. Back then, I believed in the dream. I believed in the platform. I said, listen, if I just got the ability, it's like going to the gym. It's really like going to the gym. If I got the ability to show up at this gym at least 30 days, if I show up in this gym in 30 days, then I think I got something. Guess what? Shot the first podcast, showed up. Next week, shot the next podcast, showed up. Next week, shot the next podcast, showed up. Kept showing up, right? I have been showing up every week since 2021. And I took y'all through this story. John and Baptist, just go ahead and put it in the chat. I tell y'all this story because I want y'all to understand. The first podcast, I think I may have had 10 people to watch that joint. May have had 10 people to watch it. It was nobody watching this joint. Nobody was checking for it. I posted a clip on Instagram. Matter of fact, no, I didn't even have the idea. To post clips on Instagram. I was just creating content. I didn't even have the idea to provide value. All of this idea of providing value and becoming a better version of me, all of this happened around 2022, 2023. I started learning, so I can actually use content to give people stuff. I can actually use content to give people stuff, and those people will in return want to buy stuff from me. Wow, they want to buy stuff from me? Wow, wait, I can not only provide content where people can buy stuff from me, but I can help them with their life. And then they go out and do something dope and create a business, and then they can feed into other people. Wow. All of these are concepts that I had to learn over time. But guess what? I did not stop doing the foundational thing. The foundational thing is this: creating content. For me, it's creating content, create the vibe, provide value. Right? So I want everybody that's a content creator, all of the musicians, all of my business owners, everybody that's like, yo, this AI thing is coming up. This AI thing, oh, we all in trouble. Guess what? No. Learn how to use AI, continue to be a human, and provide value for people. And watch how much stuff works for you on your behalf. Watch how much stuff works for you on your behalf. I promise you, you just got to do it. Just start. Just start. Be resilient. 30 days. I want you to put yourselves on a 30-day diet. That's why, and I got you. That's why. I got you, John Baptiste. But that's why I created the whole thing, the 30-day social media jumpstart. See how that works? That's why I created the 30-day social media jumpstart. I grouped the two things together. I said every time somebody that comes to my music review, they have an issue posting content. What's the issue? A lot of the times it's not necessarily what to post. Some people know exactly what to post, but they overprocess the thing. They overprocess what to post. They overprocess what I got doing. I got to do this. I got to do this. They overprocess even not having time. I've had all of those excuses. I've used all of those excuses. Well, I got this business. I got all this going on. I ain't got no time to shoot no content. Guess what? In 2021, I was still digging holes as a maintenance worker. I was digging holes as a maintenance worker. I was coming in after work. I turned the camera on, create content. Guess what? I never lost the Grammy. I never lost certain connections. I never lost the mentality. I only lost perspective. As soon as I changed perspective and said, wait, no, I got time. All I got to do is stop watching Netflix as much. All I got to do is start educating myself, reading some books. Even if I can't read it, okay, I ain't got time to read it. Let me play the audio book while I drive on my way home from work. You can listen to an audio book in your car while you drive, but what people normally do is you create an excuse on why you can't do this and why this ain't working out and why this. We have all of these whys, and we're not using the why to create the other sentence that why starts with. Yes. Yes, I'm going to do the other thing. Yes, I'm going to put the time in. Yes, I'm going to become the better version of me so I can become somebody else's catalyst for their change. Right? Perspective. All right, let me go to Super Chat. Hold up. Hey, Sky. What's up, Sky? I'm going to go to Super Chat because I see y'all got some questions. I appreciate all this love, y'all. Y'all have no idea. Honestly, and I've told y'all before, I'm waiting for the TikTok chat to what you call it? I guess calibrate, update, whatever it is. So I got your question in a minute over here on TikTok. I got Super Chat too. Would you say it was difficult finding your area of interest when it came to content? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. And this for Tim. For me to find my area of interest when it came to content, what I had to do is stop over-processing things. I had to stop over-processing. What I would do, and my wife would call me out on it all the time. She would call me out all the time. And she'd be like, why you keep, y'all making vulgar jokes? And because I had a co-host. This is another thing. I started the podcast by myself, and right around 80 episodes, I think about 80 episodes or 70 episodes in, I introduced a co-host. The co-host was wonderful. It was a white guy named Sean. He's cool. I still love him. He's still my homeboy, right? But we would go back and forth on political issues. We would go back and forth on black folk issues. The funny thing is we went back and forth because both of us saw the same thing. A lot of the way I think might lean a little bit towards the right. Because I'm a business owner, I believe in common sense. I'm a Christian. I believe in a lot of stuff, right? So a lot of my beliefs would lean towards the right, but just for content purposes, I lean left. And then we go back and forth. And it was a good show. But what happened was this. I got away from the core thing the core reason I started this podcast, the core reason why I started this podcast was to educate musicians on how to create financial awareness and get to a bag, and to create businesses where they can now be self-sustainable. And then I wanted to do that thing while adding current events into the equation, and while adding some of the funnies in it to make it entertaining. That was my whole premise of the show from the beginning. When I introduced him to the pod, I got away from the idea. So I would like to say God made certain things not happen. God created schedule conflicts. I would say God created tension where he was like, yo, I love the show, but yo, you're like an hour away. Even though you want to give me some gas money, I can't do it, bro. I'm tired. And listen, keep in mind, it's the same thing that I told y'all already. And we might have to reset. We'll see. But it's the same thing I've already been saying. I had to figure out how to rechannel the energy to provide the value. I got away from creating value, and I tried to create value, or I tried to create content to get the clicks, to get the views. Guess what? The whole time I had him on the show, the whole time I stayed right around 800 subs. And this ain't that long ago. Bro, I stayed around 800 subs. The subscriptions they just stayed there. As soon as he left the show, I started becoming a better person. I probably took about a month off, because I was like, I kept waiting. I was waiting for him to come back. I was waiting. And then he never came back. So I was like, all right, you're out. I got to keep it going. That comes to my next point. And John, I promise I got you, but I'm still responding to Tim on YouTube. But it comes to my next point. When certain things start to happen, and it seems to be friction in your journey to creating content, that friction might be there because it's God's version, or it's God's way of telling you, hey, you got off track. Hey, bro, you done got off track. I need you to come back. I honestly feel like God can create certain conflicts so it pushes you in a position to have to do the thing that he called you to do. He creates the conflict, and you have to go do the thing that he calls you to do. So for me, it was easy. I love to create music. I can get lost in creating music. I can literally be in the studio for hours and days and months. You bring me food, I could just live in the studio. I love it. So I love music and I love people. I bridge the two together, and you got what you got now. I bridge the two together, and you got what you got now. And I have it to this point, even to this point. I've not only loved music and loved people for so long, I did what I'm doing right now as a kid, in high school, in middle school. Elementary, I was a bum. In elementary school. But in high school and middle school, what I'm doing right now, I've always been doing this. Somebody had bad grades, man. You can do this, man. You got this, right? I see my friends in the hallway. They want to rap, man. Come to my house. I want to record. I got an 8-track recorder at my house. I want to do this. Let's do this. I've been doing this forever. All right, so let me go. So, Tim, hopefully that answers your question. My area of interest is always going to be music. My area of interest is always going to be people. I always want to see people, quote unquote, manifest their dreams. But I honestly believe manifestation does work when you put the effort and you put the work behind it. That's the only way manifestation works. I don't believe in the idea of being in the right place at the right time. No. The right place and the right time will always exist. It's a thing of you lining up, and the effort that you put into the thing manifesting itself within the opportunity. For me, and this is a thing, and I'm going to go to TikTok next. I got you. But this is my mentor, Myron Golden. I've said this plenty of times, but my mentor, Myron Golden, would say, no matter what happens in life, your opportunity will come. No matter what happens in life, your opportunity will come. Now, the difference between the people that win or the people that fail when the opportunity comes is, are you prepared for it? If you're prepared for the opportunity, it will provide more opportunities for it to manifest in bigger ways. But if you're not prepared for the opportunity, what it'll do, it will expose the fact that you wasn't prepared, and now your opportunity has passed. It's gonna go to somebody else. And I believe it. I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. See, John Baptist says, I have a $40 product. Help us get this. Oh, are you saying that's what who put you on since you've been doing this TikTok? I have products. So John the Baptist, nobody put me on to nothing, bro. John the Baptist, nobody put me on to nothing. And I say that loosely. Wait, look at my book. Look my book up. Let me see. Stop letting your distractions keep you from your passion. Yep, that's right. I like that. Well said, brother. Google my book. Look at the character. Let's see. Oh, King Leo. All right, I'm gonna look it up. No, wait. You moving too fast. Let's see. And CEO J Cross, I see your message. This is a thing. And we are running long, so it's cool. If it ends up croaking, then I'm gonna end the pod and we'll just be live with everybody else on Super Chat and on TikTok. So don't even worry about it. We good. So this is the thing. As far as CEO J Cross said with the motivator stuff, I do believe in motivating people. But I believe that there are a lot of influencers, aka influencers, quotation mark influencers. There are a lot of influencers that's motivating people to do what? That's the thing. Like, if you're motivating people to do something that's in their best interest, for me, that is the proper way to quote unquote sell stuff. If you're motivating somebody to do something that's in their best interest, something that they've always wanted to do, if you're motivating them to do that thing that's gonna elevate them, that's the right way to do it. But if you're motivating people to get them hype, to get them to come buy stuff from you, and that's the only thing that you're trying to do, you're losing. You're losing in my book. I need one sponsor book for. All right, John the Baptist. I'm gonna follow you, bro. I'm gonna follow you, cause it seemed like, and this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the type of guy that I am, and everybody can attest to this. Especially my lucrative community. I'm the type of guy, if I see that you have a product and I see you have a service that's going to benefit people in a big way, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot a whole podcast with you talking about your product. And I want you to offer your product to all 10,000 people that come see my stuff every day. I mean, I guess it's every day. They come to the pod every day. That's how I do. But the average person thinks that when you give other folk a platform, that's why I'm telling you I need a sponsor. Okay. But the other people would say, why would I give you a platform to be heard on my platform? Because guess what? Like, it's my platform. It's for me to sell stuff to people. But again, if you're offering something to somebody that's gonna elevate them, that's the best way to do it. So hopefully, hey John, I'm gonna look into your stuff and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make no promises, but I will look into your stuff, see what's going on, and go from there. I do that. I look into it, see what's going on, go from there. Because again, my whole platform is to help people. The reason I got lucrative community, the reason is just $20 a month. Come on. Everybody got $20. That's $5 a week, roughly. $5 a week, roughly. The reason I'm doing that at such a low rate is because the money is not the biggest aspect. For me, I want the influence, and I want to make sure that they get to the level that they're trying to get to. And there's another thing. There's some people in my community that have businesses, and they have the right mindset to serve people and to give people the best product and to give everybody value. Pretty much everybody in my community has that same mindset. And the people that didn't have that mindset, guess what? They unsubscribed to the community. Perfectly fine for me. That's okay. But what I'm realizing is a lot of the good people that's trying to help other people lack perspective with timing. They lack the timing perspective. For me, I don't see why, and it's a girl in my community named Nicole. Shouts out to Nicole. She came to her first meetup, and she was telling me about the stuff that she had going on as far as her music, and she was like, yeah, I want to do this. And hopefully I can have an album out or an EP or a single out by the end of summer or by the end of the year. I think she said by the end of the year. Hopefully I can have something out by the end of the year. For me, you lack perspective of timing. You lack timing perspective. For me, who's to say you're going to live to the end of the year? Who's to say that you won't write a song that's going to touch somebody's life, and that song needs to be out by the summertime? They need to have the awareness of who you are by the summertime. But you got the perspective of this needs to come out by the end of the year. No, you lack perspective of timing. You think you underestimate timing. You underestimate the probability of you winning. And somebody hearing your song on TikTok or on Instagram, and they say, yo, that song touched my heart. The way you wrote that song, it touched my heart. Come sing at my festival. I only got $2,000 to pay you, but come sing at my festival. Guess what? You never knew that would have been an opportunity if your perspective was, I got until December to release the album. I got until December to try to come up with this $100. Even with production. And we got to get off of this. I ain't touched none of my subjects, Lord Jesus. Are y'all enjoying this, though? Are y'all enjoying this? Especially my poke on Super Chat. Are y'all enjoying this? All right. You say, keep going. I love it. All right, cool. Keep going. You love it. All right. But yeah, just when it comes to perspective of timing, let me see what John the Baptist says. Never give up on you. Need a sponsor. I still haven't had a book signing. So this is the thing. John the Baptist, I want to ask you some questions. And this will be your consultation, right? This will be your free consultation from me to you, all right? Your free consultation. Everybody else, if you want to book a consultation for the whole month of March, is going to be $150. When April comes around, it's back to $1,800. This is not a game. I'm dead serious. But right now, I'm talking to John the Baptist. So John the Baptist, how many books have you gave away for free? You say you need a sponsor, but I got to ask you the question. How many books have you given away for free? And if you have not given any books away for free, I'm going to tell you why you should. And I'm going to wait for you to respond. You've given over 1,000 books away for free? John the Baptist, you've given a... You didn't have a good system in place if you did. If you gave... I'm looking at your page now, bro. Let me look at your page. John the Baptist, take your pen and pad out, bro. John the Baptist, take your pen and pad out, bro. Please take your pen and pad out. Because I think what's so... And I see you got some followers and you're following too many people. You're following way too many people. But let's talk. All right? And this is for everybody. If you are considering, if you're up in the air and you don't know if you want to book a coaching call with me or not, just listen. This is why you want to book a coaching call. John the Baptist said you gave out over 1,000 copies of a book. All right. What would you say? What would you say? Or who would you say your book is servicing? Who would you say your book is servicing? When somebody reads your book, what should be their takeaway from your book? I want you to answer that question in the chat. John the Baptist. I'm talking about this book that's in your bio. All right. So this is the thing, and this is the thing, and I'm going to Google it like you asked me to do. This is the thing, though. This is the thing. King Leo's Pride. King Leo's Pride. We about to look it up. King Leo's Pride. King Leo's Pride. All right. All right. I'm looking at the book. I see the book. So this is the thing. John the Baptist. Let's be vivid with me. Be vivid with me. How much money have you made off this book? Just put the dollar amount. How much money have you made off this book? Give me an estimate. I'm going to say you probably made around, if you hustle hard, you may have made about $1,200. Maybe. But I will wait for you. And this is the thing. I can't text fast. Just put the number in the chat, bro. 1,500. Yep, I was right. About 1,500. All right. So this is the thing. John the Baptist, anything as it relates to content, you have to think in retrospect, right? When the people get your book, and this is the game on how you're gonna get the sponsors. Because this is the thing. I'm gonna be vivid. I'm gonna be candidly honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you came to me and you said, I need you to sponsor my book, I'm gonna look for everything on what is the upside for me sponsoring your book. The upside would be brand recognition. If I sponsored your book and you start reposting the stuff and you put, this book was sponsored by the Mad Lucrative. Everybody on YouTube, y'all love y'all. Hey, y'all got to come to the lives. But we out, all right? Peace. But this is the thing. If you have a book and you're trying to push people to buy the book, or you're trying to get sponsors for the book, the first thing we're going to look at is the upside. If you repost, this book was sponsored by the Mad Lucrative Network, I want to know, are you putting me in front of 100,000 people? Are you putting me in front of active people that have the ability to come support some other sector of my business? Or is it a match made in heaven as it relates to type of content? Because guess what? I won't be putting my bread behind nothing that is opposite of what I believe in. I wouldn't put my bread into anything that's opposite of what I believe in. Case in point, if I had a street dude right now to say, I wrote a book on how to get out of the pimp game, or how to get out of the dope game, I wouldn't put no bread in. Although it is a good book and it seems like it is something that will be entertaining for me, I know my people ain't going to support that. So I can't sponsor it. It's not a chic book. Bro, this other thing. It don't matter what type of book it is. It don't matter what type. I know, and I'm breaking this down from the standpoint of, you have to understand where your product is going to go and the intention on the product. If you put a product out and you say, well, this is just good content, that don't mean nothing for nobody. Nobody cares that it's good content. What are they getting out of it? I'll use me as an example. All right. And then, so don't go nowhere. Please take your notes. Because I got gems for you. You You said it's not an urban novel. Okay. And see, this is the thing. This is why the back and forth that I'm going through right now and helping him problem solve. This is why I charge $1,800. Because after I give him the play on what he should do, he could probably go out here and run up a bag. I know it for a fact. But anyway, take me for instance. I know that my audience, I know everything you put me in the box. I'm not trying to put you in a box. I want you to understand the mindset of the average person that you need to buy your product. The mindset of the average person that you need to buy your product, right? So I know for a fact, nobody would come to me personally. Nobody would come to me to buy a recession prep kit handbook, which is a book that I wrote. Nobody would come to me to buy a playbook to production for producers, which is something else that I wrote. Nobody would even come buy a $5 handbook on how to do a social media jumpstart if I wasn't doing the work.